Not sick but not well? Try these 5 Eastern rituals to restore your energy. Some mornings you wake in a quiet room, the body seemingly rested. Yet deep inside there's still a heaviness, a vague sense of emptiness, as if something vital has drifted away. You've had sleep, but not restoration. You've awakened, but not truly awakened. Is getting enough sleep enough? The ancients didn't think so. They believed that true healing doesn't begin when you fall asleep. It begins the moment you rise. How you begin your morning shapes the energy, clarity, and destiny of your entire day. Jing, Qi, and Shen, the 3 pillars of health in Eastern medicine. In traditional Eastern medicine, a human being is more than just muscle and bone. We are animated by 3 vital forces. Jing, essence, the deep foundational energy of your body, linked to genetics, nourishment, and long-term vitality. Qi, life force, the dynamic current of life that powers your metabolism, breath, and nervous system. Shen, spirit, the light of your consciousness, emotions, clarity, awareness. When Jing is full, Qi flows freely, and Shen shines bright, you experience a natural state of wellness, physically resilient, mentally clear, and spiritually calm. What is Yang energy? Within Qi, there are 2 aspects: Yin, cooling, inward, restful; Yang, warming, active, expressive. Yang Qi is the driving force that helps you feel alert and mentally clear, stay warm and energized, be motivated, to live, to act, to create meaning. When your Yang energy is low, you may experience chronic fatigue, cold hands and feet, low drive, weak immunity, brain fog, poor concentration, mood instability, emotional heaviness, or persistent stress. According to Eastern wisdom, nourishing your Yang energy each morning is like recharging your body's inner battery, naturally and powerfully. Because morning, as the ancients saw it, is not just the start of the day, it's a daily rebirth of your spirit. When you learn to honor this sacred window of time, no matter how chaotic yesterday was, you can begin again today with presence, clarity, and quiet strength. Ritual 1. Don't jump out of bed. Gently awaken your Qi and blood. There's a habit most of us modern folks fall into. The moment our eyes open, we bolt upright to shut off the alarm, check our phones, or simply because we've trained ourselves to do so. But in Eastern medicine, the transition between sleep and wakefulness is a sacred threshold, a moment when Yang Qi is still delicate, still gathering strength to rise. At the moment you wake, your body's Qi and blood are still in a state of stillness, not yet flowing with balance. If you sit up too quickly, this internal current gets disrupted, like a river just beginning to thaw, suddenly stirred into chaos. The result? Dizziness or morning fatigue, lightheadedness, a racing heart, and over time, stress on your cardiovascular and nervous systems. A wisdom story from ancient China. It's said that in the final years of his life, Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor to unify China, began to suffer from extreme morning fatigue despite being attended by the greatest physicians of his time. One day, the healer Zhao Gao offered a quiet suggestion. "Your Majesty, each morning stay in bed for just one more moment. Let your vital energy find its rhythm. Then move your limbs slowly and rise gently. At first, the emperor dismissed the advice, but after a period of trying, he noticed the difference. His mind felt clearer, his body lighter. The morning fog that once weighed him down began to lift. That simple shift of allowing stillness before motion gave him strength to carry out the final great works of his reign. How to practice this ritual: a gentle morning sequence. The next time you wake, try this instead of jumping to your feet. 1. Stay lying down for a moment. 2. Rub your palms together for 20 to 30 seconds until warm. 3. Use your warm hands to gently rub the soles of your feet. This connects the upper and lower qi pathways. 4. Place your hands on your chest and gently tap 30 times, like waking the heart with kindness. 5. Inhale deeply through your nose, exhale slowly through your mouth 2 to 3 times. Feel the breath moving through your muscles. Then, gently roll to one side and slowly sit up. In just a few quiet minutes, you've offered your body a soft awakening, not a jolt. Your qi will thank you, and your yang energy will have the space to rise naturally, gently, without depletion. Ritual 2. Breathe deeply. Awaken your life force through the breath. If the first ritual was about waking up gently, then the second is about activating the living current within you by mastering the breath. In traditional Eastern medicine, breathing is more than a bodily function. It is the bridge between body and mind, a quiet thread that links awareness with energy. There is a Taoist teaching that says, "He who masters the breath holds the thread that guides both body and spirit." The breath was seen as the key to harmonizing the physical body, the emotions, and the life force within. A story passed down from the late Tang dynasty tells of a mountain hermit named Bai Tongzi. He was known for his extraordinary health and strength, even past the age of 100. When asked for the secret to his vitality, he simply smiled and said, "Each morning I guide the breath down to the Dantian. Each evening I return it to the gate of life. When the breath flows in harmony, the mind becomes quiet, the body strong, and illness cannot take root." What are the Dantian and the gate of life? The Dantian is located in the lower abdomen, about 3 to 4 centimeters below the navel. It is considered the body's core battery, the reservoir of original energy. The gate of life, or Ming Men, is an acupoint found at the lower back, just below the second lumbar vertebra. It is viewed as the portal of life, connected to the spine, nervous system, and internal organs, and is responsible for maintaining warmth and vitality in the body. In Taoist healing traditions, those who can breathe mindfully between these two centers are able to calm the nervous system, generate inner warmth, and restore energy in a natural and sustainable way. In essence, correct breathing is a path of healing that begins at the root. Why does breath matter so much? When you breathe shallowly and rapidly, using only your chest, the qi barely enters before it is pushed out again. This leads to mental restlessness, fatigue, and emotional unease. But when you breathe slowly, deeply, and evenly, the qi travels downward into the Dantian, and from there flows through the body's meridian network, awakening your self-healing mechanisms. How to practice this breathing ritual? After gently waking the body with the first ritual, sit or stand with your spine aligned and begin the following sequence. 1. Relax your whole body and gently close your eyes. 2. Inhale through your nose, slowly and deeply, guiding the breath down to your lower belly. Feel the abdomen rise softly. This is the Dantian, your center of power and stability. Hold the breath for 2 to 3 seconds without force. 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth, as if softly blowing on a candle without extinguishing the flame. 5. Repeat this cycle 9 times, allowing each breath to be deep, slow, and quiet. Each breath is a gentle flame that stirs the yang energy within. As your breath deepens, your mind begins to still, your body grows warm, and the current of qi begins to flow again. Breathing is instinct, but breathing well is an art. When you master that art, you do not just move energy, you awaken life itself from the very first breath of your day. Ritual 3. Drink warm water. Awaken the flow of vital energy. After a long night of rest, your body has not only recovered, it has also quietly lost water through breath and perspiration. In the early morning, your internal organs, especially the stomach, are in a state of dryness and stillness. If you do not replenish fluids, or worse, if you begin the day with stimulants like strong coffee, cold drinks, or greasy foods, it is like throwing stones into a dried-up stream. In contrast, a simple cup of warm water becomes the first gentle stream to awaken your digestive and energy systems. Ancient story: water nourishes original qi. According to legend, during the time of the Yellow Emperor, considered the founding father of Eastern medicine, he once suffered from an unexplained fatigue. No illness could be identified, yet his energy was low and his spirit dull. After days of quiet meditation, he came to this realization: the original qi within the body is like an underground spring. To nourish it, one must first find the very first trickle of water. From that moment on, he began each morning by drinking a small bowl of warm water while the air was still crisp. Gradually, his body regained its strength, his mind cleared, and his life force returned. His longevity came to surpass that of many other emperors of his era. What does modern science say? Drinking warm water stimulates intestinal movement and gently cleanses the stomach without causing temperature shock. It warms the digestive system, boosts metabolism, and supports natural detoxification. It also helps reestablish your biological rhythms of waking, digesting, and eliminating. How to practice this ritual? 1. After rinsing your mouth in the morning, prepare a glass of warm water, about 250 to 300 milliliters. Ideal temperature, not hot, just comfortably warm, like the warmth of your own palms. Sit down and drink slowly. Feel the water flowing down your throat, into your belly, like a stream soaking into dry earth. Optional, While drinking, you may silently offer a gentle blessing to yourself, letting breath and intention rise together. A warm glass of water each morning may seem small, but it is your first act of kindness to your body, quiet and loving. As this water flows into you, so too does your inner vitality begin to stir. Ritual 4. Massage the hands and feet. Activate the energy pathways and awaken circulation. Once your inner systems have been gently awakened through breath and warm water, the next step is to activate the subtle energy channels, the pathways through which your life force flows. In traditional Eastern medicine, these invisible pathways form a vast internal network called the meridian system. They influence not only physical health, but also mental and emotional well-being. Among all areas of the body, 2 zones are especially rich in acupoints. The palms, linked to the heart, lungs, and central nervous system. The soles, where many major meridians begin or end. Ancient story, saving a life through foot acupressure. There is a story about a student of Bian Kui, one of the legendary healers of ancient China. One night, his elderly father suddenly fell ill. His body turned cold, breath shallow, face pale. Unable to summon his teacher in time, the student remembered a teaching he once received. When the life force is fading, begin with the hands and feet. They hold the key to waking up the flow of energy. He immediately began to rub his father's palms vigorously, then moved to the soles, focusing on Yongquan, the hollow at the center of the foot. After some time, warmth returned to his father's body. His breath stabilized, his color improved. That simple act of attentive touch brought him back from the edge. Why are the hands and feet so important? They are gateways to the body's meridian system. Acupoints in the hands and feet connect directly to the internal organs, heart, liver, lungs, kidneys, and more. By massaging these areas, you do more than improve blood flow. You stimulate the peripheral nervous system and switch on your inner energy circuit. How to practice this ritual? 1. After drinking warm water, sit comfortably and take 2 to 3 minutes for this simple yet powerful sequence. 2. Rub your palms together until they become noticeably warm. 3. Use your hands to massage the soles of your feet in slow, circular motions. Use your thumb to apply circular pressure to the center of the sole, the point known as Yongquan. Press gently for 3 to 5 seconds, then release. Repeat 5 to 7 times. 4. Switch to the other foot and repeat. 5. Finish by gently tapping the tops of your hands and feet, a way to gently awaken the outer edges of your energy system. Your hands and feet are how you touch the world. They ground you, move you, connect you. But they are also how the heart and brain communicate with the body through invisible channels. Each time you rub or press these points, you are telling your body, I am ready for the day ahead. Ritual 5. Receive natural light. Absorb yang energy from heaven and earth. Once your hands and feet are warm, your circulation flowing, and your inner body awakened from within, there is one final step to complete your morning ritual. Receiving yang energy from the outside through natural light. Morning light is more than just sunlight. In Eastern healing traditions, it is seen as the purest expression of yang qi from heaven and earth, a radiant stream of life force that calls all living things out of their winter sleep. Ancient wisdom, immersing in morning light. From Lao Tzu to Confucius to the mountain sages of old, one gentle habit was shared across generations. Wake before the sun rises fully and step outside to meet the first light of day. No formal meditation, no recitations, no effort, just standing still, breathing with the sky, allowing every cell of the body to soak in the light and the open air, like leaves unfolding to sunlight after a long night. What does modern science say? Natural light, especially within the first 90 minutes after sunrise, helps to increase serotonin, the hormone of joy, focus, and positivity. Reset the circadian rhythm, helping you sleep more deeply at night and stay alert during the day. Regulate the nervous system, reducing anxiety and emotional imbalance. Without exposure to natural light, you may experience unexplained fatigue, poor sleep, low mood, or mental fog. How to practice this ritual? 1. After completing the previous 4 rituals, step into a space with natural light. A balcony, garden, doorway, or window will do. Stand still or walk slowly for 5 to 10 minutes. Breathe deeply and slowly. Close your eyes gently if you like. Feel the light touch your face, your hands, your shoulders. Imagine each ray of light as a thread of subtle energy, gently recharging every cell within you. Natural light does more than warm your body. It clears away heaviness and uplifts the spirit. It is a silent medicine, offered freely by the sky every morning. When you receive this yang qi from nature, you are not merely surviving. You are being quietly supported by the greater rhythms of life. And now, you have completed the 5 sacred rituals of morning nourishment, a full cycle of awakening yang energy from within and without, from breath to water, to acupressure, to light. Dear friend, modern life teaches us to work faster, to achieve more, but Eastern medicine reminds us that if we want to live long and live well, we must first learn to slow down, especially in the morning. The 5 rituals you have just explored are not just isolated habits. They form a complete sequence, a sacred morning practice from the inside out, awakening your energy, restoring your awareness, reconnecting you with yourself, with the earth and sky, and with the quiet current of life within. If you give yourself just 15 to 20 minutes each morning for these 5 steps, you are not only nourishing your yang qi, you are quietly building vitality, clarity, and deep inner strength for the path ahead. And if terms like yang energy, meridians, or the Dantian still feel new to you, don't rush past them. We invite you to revisit the earlier videos in this series on Tao of Healing, where we share why more people are returning to nature and root-level healing, the spirit at the heart of traditional Chinese medicine, and 6 timeless principles for healing body, mind, and qi in today's world. You will find the links in the description or right here on the screen. If this video resonated with you, save it, practice it, and pass it on to someone who may be in need of gentle healing. Sometimes, a small morning ritual can shift an entire life. And don't forget to subscribe to Tao of Healing to continue exploring how to live in harmony with nature, with strength, with peace, and with wisdom. From all of us at Tao of Healing, we wish you a soft, luminous start to your day, and may the light within carry you forward. We'll see you in the next video.